Hello, this is Richard Jacobs with the Finding Genius Foundation. Today I want to go over a simple thing that you can do that costs nothing, that takes probably about 5 minutes, and that can help take the edge off of a really bad mood, of a really deep depression, of a really stressful moment, all these feelings that people feel and experience from time to time. So the exercise I want to talk to you about today is called the 5 senses mindfulness exercise. Now, it's a really simple one. You have to have 5 senses. If you have 4 even, that's okay. So if someone's blind or they can't hear, they can still do the exercise, no problem. So what you're going to do is you're going to either sit or stand in a comfortable position with your feet flat on the ground, and you want to start relaxing. Feel your body and start relaxing it. So notice, are my legs tense? Are my thighs tense? Are my calves tense? How about my waist? Move around a little bit. How's that doing? Now my chest, is my chest tight? How am I breathing? So notice your breathing. A lot of people will breathe instead of through their belly. They'll breathe through their upper chest. And if we compare the two now, let's do a breath through the upper chest and let's do a breath through the belly. So I'm going to go to chest now. I did about count of 5 quick and I was full. Let me do it through my belly. I got to about 11. So for me, and probably for you, breathing through your belly, you can get a lot more air in there. And it's less likely to stimulate your anxiety and stress if you breathe through your belly. So the way to do it, an easy way to do it, is breathe and try to breathe into the bottom of your belly. Right where below your belly button. I'm not saying breathe into the belly button. Breathe below it. Try to breathe and have the air that you intake go all the way to the bottom, below your belly button, where your genitals are. So try to breathe into them. Sorry if that sounds crazy, but try that now. And just do a quick mental count of how much you can breathe. I'll do it once with you and I'll count with you. But try this now. Ready? Okay, I got to about 12. But again, that beats the heck out of 5 or 6 breathing into my chest. Okay, now we're going to start the main part of the exercise. So we're going to be aware of our 5 senses, one at a time, for about a minute each. So first, look around. Open your eyes if they're not open already, and look around the room you're in. What do you notice? So like in my room, I have a ton of books. So I can notice all the books. I could look at some of the titles of the books. I could look at, where the books are placed and have I read them or not, that kind of stuff. Try not to pass judgment while you're doing this, but just look around. I could see, in the corner of my room, there's some dust that needs to be gotten out of the corners. Oh, I see a pill that I was supposed to take, an enzyme that fell on the floor that's near the corner underneath my desk. That's what else I can see. I can see on my desk I have some pistachios that I give to my dogs occasionally and I eat. So I'm noticing all these things. And these are not necessarily emotional things, but I'm looking at just plain, boring, unemotional things. If you look at things that start to upset you, look at really boring stuff. Like look for dust. Look at the color of the walls. Look at the texture on the paint. And maybe count the number of texture bubbles for, 15 seconds. Look at the ceiling. Maybe there's stuff up there. Look at the floor. Look at the grout lines in tile or, the nature of the carpet you're on. Really boring, mundane details. And this will help take you out of an emotional mind and start to calm you down. So now that we've looked, close your eyes. And now I want you to listen. Keep breathing, obviously. Listen to the sound of your breath. How does it sound? Are you still going into your belly? Listen to the ambient sounds. Is there a heater or an air conditioner on or a fan? Is the door open? Are there crickets outside? Are there people moving around in your building or your house? Can you hear bumping and scraping and things like that? You just listen to see what you hear. Maybe if you grow calm enough, you'll be able to actually hear your heart beating in your head or your chest. So listen for a little bit. Do this for about a minute. Now we're going to go to smell. So keep your eyes closed because it's easier to not use at least one of your senses to be aware of the others. And start smelling. What do you smell? A lot of times we'll smell nothing. But you may smell something. If you have perfume in your room, or if you have something that you're eating that you can smell, or just something around you that has a different smell. If you don't smell anything, go ahead and smell it. So I've got these pistachios. Let me open these guys up because my room really doesn't smell like anything, so far as I can tell. Let me smell these guys. They smell pretty good. So now we've got our sense of smell engaged. Okay. Now we get 2 more senses. So now we're going to go for taste. So is there anything around you have? Can you just get a glass of water and have a drink? before you go and taste anything, do you have any taste in your mouth right now? Run your tongue over your lips, maybe the top of your palate, the bottom of your mouth, over your teeth. Do you taste anything? Do you feel roughness, let's say, on your tongue? Do you feel different textures in your mouth? So this is kind of a combination of taste and touch, but mostly taste. Again, if you don't have anything in your mouth, go find something. Maybe you get a lozenge. Maybe you get, again, a pistachio. Maybe you have some water. Maybe you have a coffee, whatever it is. But taste a couple different things and just pay attention to the taste of them. Okay? Now, last sense is touch. So stand there. Be aware of your own body, your feet touching the floor. If you have shoes on, what does it feel like at the point where your feet touch your shoes? They're in your shoes. Are your feet hot? Are they cold? Is there enough room in your shoes? Is it cramped? Are you standing barefoot on the floor in socks? Can you feel the ground below you? Are you touching anything else? If not, do that for a few seconds and go touch stuff. Like, I touch my desk. I have a glass desk. I feel the smoothness of the glass. And, there's a coffee stain. So I'm feeling the coffee stain. It feels a little bit raised and a little bit sticky compared to the rest of the desk. What else can I feel? I'm going to touch my own hair. I'm going to feel how my hair feels. Is it rough? Is it smooth? Can I feel the pattern in my hair? Is it wavy? That kind of stuff. So you want to touch, again, for about a minute. All right, so now that we've gone through the 5 senses, compare how you felt before we started this exercise to now. And chances are you'll feel a little bit calmer and a little less anxious and maybe, for the moment, a little less depressed if you've really gotten yourself into it. So again, this costs nothing. It can be done anywhere, that people are. And it is a good way to take a little bit of an edge off. And if taking the edge off means that you're able to, get your day started and get things done, well, that's a big win. Maybe you're procrastinating about something. Maybe you just feel like unmotivated to do anything. I'm not sure how you're feeling, but please write in and tell me after you do this exercise what differences you noticed. So email support@findinggeniusfoundation.org. And again, please tell me how this exercise affects you. Thank you very much.